I've returned. To kill things. Right. I'm back. And I am here to murder you. Let's do this. If I am not mistaken, if I remember correctly, there is nothing I can fight in the current tier, correct, which progresses me any further. Which means we're back to our original final goal of just doing completion. I can close 3 pages of sheets that I need open for Frontier. And then open the singular page I need for GU. We got some riveting quests to do today. Hope you guys are ready. 20 beautiful shells, 20 ear prey, zamites, golden fish. I spoil you. Spoil. End me. I think there's significantly less of these. Yeah, we're essentially exclusively fighting in the next tier. Good. Hello, Lugia. You worry me. You and Chisel combined. The both of you worry me immensely. Frontier still has 1 minute, robbing us? Hey, if anything, the GU gang got robbed more because I ran Frontier so late. You guys lost 1 minute of Frontier, the GU gang lost like 8 minutes. You guys shouldn't be complaining, you should be happy. You got the good end of the deal. You both ate too much? No, you didn't eat apparently for like... How many hours? Like 12 hours or something, Chisel? 10 hours? You didn't eat anything at all? And then Lugia's statement said the food you eat on the verge of passing out is the best. You didn't eat since yesterday lunch. Yeah, so I was correct to be worried. That's extremely horrifying. You haven't eaten food in over 24 hours, Lugia. Now you need to take care of yourself. Not for your sake. For your husband's sake. Think of how sad your hubby would be. It'll be more than that. Last year when you had prior to the one you had now was yesterday at the same time. See, yeah, like, no! No. The bone piles are the beautiful shells, by the way, Lugia, if you don't know. Doesn't make any damn sense, but hey. Hey, Luna. Maple, sorry. That habit came out. Been a long time. Apologise. Hey, Pokey. Welcome. You don't usually realise your hunger when you're working. It comes to resting. Do you not take a break at work, though? Like, do you work for the whole time straight? Lugia has eaten something now, Maple. Lugia's fine now. Prior, that was the problem. How's the hunts? Hunts went well in Frontier. This is literally the first one we're doing in GU, and it's gather some shells, so it's going as good as a gather some shells quest goes, which is to say, riveting. You work for the company, you take plenty of rest, but today you work for your personal gain, so you pulled through. Right, okay. What wilds me out, right, is this is the same Lugia that says to me that I should eat more and take care of myself when I'm streaming. I only go 6 hours without food. That's a perfectly reasonable amount of time. Well, it's supposed to be just taking a look at something, turned into 8 hours of work, but it's good money. Cool. Fair enough. Can't complain about that bit, at least. Working down the community garden tomorrow. It'll be the first weekend day you've worked. Oh, cool. Cool. Because you don't eat, even if you're hungry. If I ate every time I was hungry, Lugia, you wouldn't be able to get me out of this room, because I would be the size of this room. If I ate every time I was hungry, I would be dead. I can finish a meal and 5 minutes later I'll be hungry. My sin, if I had one, would be gluttony. I am ravenously hungry at almost all points. Not ravenously hungry, but I am mildly hungry at almost all points in my life. I wish it wasn't true, but it is. Your quest, Lugia. Be a freaking balloon, man. I don't want to be a balloon. I want to be a man. You plan to make delicious salmon pasta that has to wait for tomorrow? Yeah, I suppose if you're tired at this point. Also, it's later for you guys, right? It's 7 o'clock at night. For me, it's still 6, so it's fairly reasonable to do it. You don't feel hunger very often, so you eat at least once a day. Just because you don't feel hunger, it doesn't mean that you don't need to eat, though, right? Your body still wants food. I get not having all 3 meals. That's fair. Do you not have anything you can, like, nibble on, though? Oh, I suppose you have Oreos, right? You got Oreos, Lugia. You have had stuff to eat. You've had Oreos. You haven't had proper food, but you've had food. Probably join in later, Mace. Fair enough. Once we're done with all the small monster quests and the gathering quests, and you don't have to worry about those anymore, you'll join in then, right? Glad you have relatively normal eating habits. Yeah. Do notify when you're done with those too. We won't be done with those truly until the next tier, Mace. We brought cereal and cereal sticks. Oh, cereal sticks are freaking delightful. Man. Cereal sticks are amazing, right? Thing of wonder and beauty. They're so tasty, yeah, that's the best bit. They're good for you and they actually don't taste like hot shit. What is this sorcery? I mean, they're probably not great for you, to be honest. Unfortunately. I need Dragon Bone artifacts, not Dragon Bone relics, unfortunately. But good to know that this is the correct place to go. This new Frontier content looking whack. No, that game's called Monster Hunter Rise, Crimson. This game's called GU. Rise Sunbreak is the game you're looking for if you wanna see the new Frontier. Has my title not updated? Don't insult Frontier like that. It's the closest one though, right? It's the closest mainline day. You don't think you burn enough energy to require more than one meal a day? How big are your meals? I guess is my question at that point. That could be technically true if you have like the chunkiest meal in existence. Very big. Famous hobbies. Fair enough. Because if you had like a 1,500 to 2,000 calorie meal once a day, I guess that would work, right? I don't know, I'm not a scientist. I think that would work. People live on, like, keto diets, so, you know, that shit's wild. Thank you for the Adept Wax, Maple. Sometimes you eat more than him and he's always twice your weight. Jesus Christ. And you're tiny. Not vertically. Vertically, you're comparatively tall for your lineage. People on keto shit once a week. Severe constipation, shit clay brick fossils. Hey, at least they add something to the, I should have said the paleontology team. That's specifically dinosaurs, right? The, archaeology team. That's what I wanted to say. Keto's actually, like, genuinely meant to be good, though, right? Like, scientifically backed good? If I understand correctly, which is like the wildest shit to my brain. Constipation would not be nice, though. Oh yeah, no one said it was ever easy. But for the people it works for, I think it's like actually genuinely good, to my knowledge. It has actual health benefits, not like our diet will magically make you cure the world of all of its ails. Like, it actually has some help. Even though, to me, it's horrifying. GU is the scientifically proven best monster hunter? Well, even scientists can be corrupt and bought out, so I guess that makes sense, yeah. All of the people that play GU have enough money to bribe scientists, because it's the only game they ever play in their goddamn life, because it never ends. So it makes sense to be able to bribe some scientists. Hey, Pocket. Welcome back. They only rate it based on length. If they rated it based on length, what would the best game be called? The Frontier one. That one. The one that I was playing earlier. The Frontier. That one. Probably be the best one. You have Gilbert syndrome. The lever doesn't produce a compound which dissolves that thing. Whatever that may be. So you're permanently thin but forbidden from consuming a lot of food. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure for you it's just like a facet of your life at this point, but that's a bummer. Playing some free with Dustin? Yeah, I saw Dustin was playing for you. I saw Dustin's stream title. Please, please, Bucket. Don't tell me Dustin's doing it again. All achievements, all crowns, all of this stuff. Not again. Have a diet you don't want to. You never snack, eat 3 times a day. Wear strict proportions. Yeah, I mean, when it's forced upon you like that, you wouldn't want to do it, right? But he burnt himself out doing that last time? Yeah. Some people like to do that though, right? Some people like to burn themselves to the end of their flame and then start playing another game to truly get like all of the time's worth out of it while they can. It's not how I like to do stuff, but I know some people do. Even if it's the craziest shit in the world to me. I can't speak for Dustin necessarily, but for me, I tend to like playing a game for a while, especially Monster Hunter, right? I'll play it until I'm like done, till I feel done. And then my preferred playstyle would be to start a new save file. But to some other people, that's like the craziest thing in existence. You put all that effort in, all that time, you're just gonna start a new save file? Why? But to me, it's like, hell yeah, I want to do the progression again, man. I want the progression. It's the best bit of the whole damn game. It's helping you grind your Cedia set? Right, fair enough. That's not for you, yeah. It's a little bit all over the place for people, right? Hey, Limus. Gear restrictions apply. So if you are not willing to go down to some gear restrictions, then no. If you are, then yeah. I love restarting games. Especially Monster Hunter. Hoaxy, look at pet channel, all in caps, okay? Oh, it's on top of the screen! Bird likes you until he turns around and just shits straight on me. Sure, you'll downgrade your armor. Okay, then the limit is to anything you can fight in 2-star hub. Limus. So anything that's in G2-star, HR10, I believe it is. Anything in that rank, and in GR1 as well, right? All of that is good. Herb would never do that. You don't know that. In fact, I think you do know that the bird is probably more likely to do the exact opposite and aim for me, Lugia. What's the hub ID? Exclamation mark hub. Give me the code. I think there was only 2 in here that I saw. Cool. Good old Frozen Seaway and its wonderful music. You take a break after exhausting yourself, although now you try and take breaks whenever possible. So yeah, it sounds like you're more similar to what Dustin does. At that point, Maple? Or what Dustin seems to do, which is play until they're tired and then switch games and then come back and play until you're tired. I don't like the feeling of going back to a save file midway through. I just have to sometimes. Going back to a save file midway through feels icky to me. Return to play till you burn out too, Pocket. Yeah, I try not to. You don't like restarting? Yeah, I think that's the more typical opinion, is people don't tend to like restarting them, but I love it. I absolutely adore it. Because I always find, like, there's nothing to do. Like, there's no impetus for me to play in the late game. Because like, if you've been here a while, you know me, right? I don't care about making really powerful sets or being, like, the best hunter with a weapon or any of that stuff. So I kind of lose my purpose. God damn it, man. Come here. Oh, I ran out of charge. You have autism and ADHD, so you hyperfixate on stuff? Yeah, see, I'm just weird. You have a good reason. I don't. I'm just a weirdo. My reason is just I like restarting them. I don't know. You have a legit good reason, which is like, yeah, this is how I enjoy. Because that's how your brain chemistry works, right? You find something that gives you the good feeling, and then you just spam it as much as you possibly can. Right? You just go all in. Especially World, because someone thought it was a good idea to enable skip cutscenes. Well, I mean, if you're on PC at least now, right, Dawn? Finally. It sucks that you gotta mod it, but you can do it. One more. 0 more. Was it small Zamtrios? Was it? I didn't really look at it, to be honest. I ignored it. Know why hard drugs are a no-go for you? Because you have an addictive personality? Yeah. I actually watched a video about that earlier today. Fun fact. About why neurodivergency tends to equal a higher reaction to drugs. It's very interesting. And it basically just boils down to feel good, give more, but more intense. It's like feel good, give more, but ×3 instead of ×1. It's a really dumb way to say it, right? But yeah. Nah, I don't want any of them. Right, I can switch weapons now. It's a great way of putting it. Good. Because it didn't sound it. When it left my mouth, it sounded incredibly dumb. Right, I have Ariel from Maple. So let's switch to that one real quick. Aerial Swayx. You think it worked? Yeah, it's good enough. It'll be fine. You understand mostly. Your quest, Lugia? Go wild. Page 3 is done, by the way. Only 3 pages left to go. And this page is essentially done as well. Wait, you need to switch to Palicos? Okay, I'll post it instead then. I just bring golden fish bait instead. It's not like I'm going to use it for anything else at this point. Golden fish bait. ×5. Well, I can't catch all of them then, so that's good to know. Unless I bring combinable golden fish bait. Just in case. Mega fishing fly and the snake bee lava. I have no idea where snake bee lava goes. Is it just with the normal bugs? It is. Cool. Apparently I can have all of it. I believe after this quest, for the rest of 2-Star Hub, it's exclusively monster killing. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I am fairly certain. Oh no, a Lagombi. Bye. Okay, that's annoying. That one is bad. This one sucks. Because this is the area we need to be in. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. I just rolled straight into that. Like a big old dum-dum. I didn't bring any poop. I should have brought some poop. Normally they don't spawn the monster in the area with the thing that you need to get, especially when you need to get 6 of them. The best game you have ever played, Mace. Ever. It's not small praise. Oh, you fucker. Okay, well, I'll just leave that to Lugia then, because apparently, apparently he doesn't want to give a crap about me anymore. I don't even have enough time to get a mount and then to help with fishing. That's really annoying. Yeah, come after me. Good stuff. Come on. Like it wasn't on the verge of already being it. I'm just surprised. I unfortunately think this might be a little bit too close. How many of them have you got, Lugia, by the way? You got them all? Good. Well done. I was doing all I could to buy time with those mounts. Thank you very much. Man, I wish I could enjoy games as much as you do, Mace. I really do. You'll be back, sure. Enjoy. I hope you don't get too much of a headache from it. We love that Palico skill. The one that just allows you to fish for free, basically. It's pretty good, yeah. Your quest, I believe, right, Lugia? I think that was mine. Oh, capture. That was yours? Oh, okay. Oh, I did post it. Yep, that's what got me. That is what got me. I'm so glad to be doing progression again. Man, building, like, weapons is a pain in the ass. Nice set. That is extremely colourful with those Dacilla pieces. The rainbow coloration. So colourful. That's amazing. Status attack +1, constitution +1, quick sheaves, pretty solid. Pretty damn solid. We need to be very careful on this quest because it is a capture quest. And Baroth will die. Relatively quickly. Right, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I would like Dragon Bone Artifacts, please. Where do I get them from? The dunes, the primal forest, the frozen seaway, and the ruined pinnacle. And it is bone gathering spots. Okie doke. Which is what I expected. Not the dunes, to be fair, I didn't expect that, but if I ever see any bones in here, I should gather them. Cool. I need 5 of them, and I haven't got a single one, so I need to make sure that I focus on that. I really like Baroth, actually. He's one of those monsters that's just enjoyable for me. Oh, what the hell? Why did I just do that? I want to try and get a mount on him fairly early on. Because that way, hopefully, I won't get a mount when he's close to death. And that's just one less thing to cause us to accidentally kill him, right? Because this is a capture quest. Just to be sure. We are on a capture quest. Oh, right, he doesn't actually properly roar there. I don't know how soon he will die. It shouldn't be this quickly, right? Shouldn't be this quick. You're back, welcome back. Do you have a headache? Or did you avoid the headache? You have a bit of a headache? Dang. At least it's only a bit. Emotional discharge, yeah. Did you just complete it? The story, I mean? No? You got a huge lord, okay, cool. Fair enough. Yep. Happens. Wait. Nope, not injured. It's just turning towards Lugia. God damn it. Hey, Camus. Thanks. Oh no. For the follow. The follow? My brain. Please help me. For the raid. That's what you did. You followed ages ago. Thanks again, I guess. I appreciate it. Let me give you a little bit of return love here. That's accepted aggression. We allow that here. How you doing, Camus? Every weekend it's fine until we're streaming together. I probably don't have many weekends left on GU, honestly. To be completely truthful. We might only have like another month or so of GU left. Depending on how long it takes. I'm sorry, Lugia. The thing that's gonna make it take a lot longer is the weapon farming, right? Oh, cap. Quite an interesting approach to aerial jump on someone. Yeah, why not? Oh, yeah, the stream stuff. Welcome back. Welcome, people. Oh, God. I've been doing this for a year and 4 months. And I'm still incompetent. It's good to have you here. I'm just GUing. I'm just completing the quest. That's all you need to know about me. You finally became an affiliate, Camus? Hey, congrats. Big moment. Well done. Well done. Oh, man, I remember that. That was a long time ago. You still having fun with streaming as well? It's always the important question. Welcome. Oh, I am so sorry. Arito? I hope. Quite an interesting approach to aerial jump on someone. Like, it's, you know, you gotta make it work with aerial style, right? Aerial style's a challenge in of itself most times. You gotta make it work, even if that means bonking someone else to the floor. So be it. You're mainly adept due to experience with 4U. What did 4U do to you that made you want to adapt? That's an interesting statement. Is it because of evasion plus 3? By any chance? The infinite evasion? Yes, of course. Good. Good. Don't do that. Your quest, Lugia? Right, now we have 2 adept switch axes in the queue, also from Maple, I believe. Twas. So let's do those. And then we will return to my choice of stuff. I'm glad to hear it, Camus. You're still enjoying it. Glad to hear it. Affiliate's such an important point. That's so cool. So cool. Oh, more Adept Switch hacks. Thank you, Syphilis. Do more. You need a break? Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the raid. And you shall see me tomorrow. Have a nice stream. Thank you very much. Likewise to you for your stream tomorrow. Have a fantastic one. And I hope you get a nice break. Especially if you just reached affiliate, because that can really, really be, like, temporarily overwhelming, where you're just like, depending on how long it took you. We're just gonna let Mace join Lugia, and then we'll go. The real headache kicked in, and then you clicked the multiplayer queue, Mace. The real headache kicked in, playing GU. You're just resting from work, played last night, guided someone in low rank. Find what style resonated most of them, farming specific monsters, student as a playstyle. Oh, hell yeah, nice. Hell yeah. That's a good time. That's a real good time. Sometimes the most fun, I feel, in Monster Hunter is guiding someone new. Not like carrying them, right, but guiding them. Using stuff that's on the same level as them. Kind of just helping them out, teaching them how the game works. It's so enjoyable. Yeah. Bye-bye, Tofu. Yeah, no more free people anymore, so Tofu's gone. Forever. What? No, we killed Tofu, Lugia. They know what they did. Stupid meat substitute tasted like shit. It was quite tasty. That's not true. I've actually never had tofu, to be honest. The only thing I know about tofu is that everyone says tofu tastes bad. And that it's the worst meat substitute. You typically use support light bowgun for low and high rank. So bring out your equipment to demonstrate what other adept styles do. Hell yeah. Nice. You've never... It's not supposed to be a meat substitute? Is it not? That's all I've ever known it as. I have that practice to know when to commit an adept dodge or counter. Yeah, to commit to the follow-up of them. Absolutely. That is an extremely important part of those weapons. It's a common ingredient in Korean cuisine, yeah. Yo, speaking of Korean cuisine, actually, legitimately speaking of Korean cuisine, I had some the other day. I can't remember what it was called. Because I can't pronounce it even in English. It was... duck? I think, in katsu sauce. Like, breaded or something? Duck? I don't know what the fuck it was. It was nice, though. It was nice. What, don't be actively racist. No. Didn't mean. What else could you have meant to have been with that comment, man? Don't hold back if it's farming to help them build sets to suit their style. Hold back if you're doing something else. That's fair. It depends what the person wants as well, right? If they want to carry, then carrying them is fine. If they don't want one, then it's maybe nicer to roll with like the support light bowgun build. Which is really cool, by the way, especially in low rank and in high rank. Because I feel like people only use bowgun in G rank. Kind of enjoyed it, yeah. I was trying to say all of the names as they were written on the menu, and I felt so patronized by the lady on the phone. Because it, like, they've got rice on the menu, right? They haven't called it rice, they've called it bap, which I presume is either the name of the dish or the name of rice in Korean. But it's on there as bap, so I said bap. She was like, huh? I said, like, bap, rice. She went, oh, rice. Why put it on the menu if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? God damn it, man. I probably said it wrong, but still, like, come on. We don't like carrying by default. That's fair. Bowgun uses gourmet with +2 wide range. Halavasat. That's nice. Bap is rice and means food as well. Probably said food when she asked you what you wanted. No. No, because it was the full menu. Right? I'd already ordered 4 things by that point because it was a side dish. We were right near the end. And it was just like, next thing, and I was like, yeah, bap. 2 bap. Was she Korean? She sounded Korean. And I'm pretty sure she spoke Korean after the order. As well. I'm not sure. Because she, like, leant back and said something, and it definitely wasn't English. So I assume it was Korean. It didn't sound Japanese. Which is the only other language that I'm vaguely aware of, right? She was confused as heck to hear Korean from you and brain couldn't process it. I mean, I said everything in the menu in, like, the way it was Romanized Korean, right? I said everything atrociously wrong because I'm English, but like I said duckbokki because it said duckbokki on the menu. Good food, by the way. Damn, I didn't get it. My partner's friend got it. Romanticized Korean? Romanized. Yeah, romanticized. I don't know the correct way to say it, but It basically means it's put in the Latin Roman alphabet, Mace. So the alphabet that we use in Europe, for the most part, in Western Europe at least. Eastern Europe has Cyrillic. Romanized is correct? Cool. So basically just put in characters that English understands, right? Because if you put something in... Like, Korean characters are not the same characters. I remember tteokbokki, but not my dish. Well, I remember what my dish is called, but I can't say it. Also, tteokbokki was fun to say, okay? Let me look it up. Just so that I get the name in front of me. Menus. Oh, we got Mandu as well. Mandu was nice. Wasn't as good as other stuff. So the way it's Romanized is, I don't know if it'd be Don Keisu? Don Keisu? That's his way it's Romanized, not here. I had Don Kasu? Kasu? Is it Kasu? Yes, I did. It's the thing I ordered. It looked nice. No Korean restaurant here sells that. Really? That's wild. You last had it 11 years ago. It was enjoyable. It seemed very home-cooked food to me. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like something you'd prepare at home, maybe, rather than in a restaurant. Romanized is correct, like romanji with Japanese. Okay, cool. Thank you, Crimson. Oh, you see? Hmm? It's like Japanese tonkatsu. Right. Yeah, katsu is a thing I've heard of before, like katsu sauce. It's one of the most delivered dishes. Next to black bean noodles. I think they actually had black bean noodles on here as well. If I'm not mistaken. That might have been a different website though. It's your quest, Mace, by the way. I haven't said that yet, but it's your quest. Yeah, I cannot say it. Jajang? Myeon? Myeon? Jajang Myeon? That is on the menu. Rajang Beyond. That is on here. Noodles with black bean paste and pork sauce. That's what it says. My partner had bibimbap, because of course they did. They really enjoy bibimbap. Well, G2 star, Mace. I've never had bibimbap, but it did look good, so I might try that at some point. Oh god, they got bulgogi as well. Oh, oh, bulgogi is sexy, man. Bibimbap? No, bibimbap. Bibimbap. I can read it for you. I've got a menu next to me. Rice and grilled... so they have different meats on this one, but rice and grilled beef in a hot stone pot with beef bulgogi, which is the way the beef is cooked, I think. Mixed vegetables, chili paste, sesame oil. And then they've got chicken and pork and tofu and eel as well. Which must have been really fucking hard to import to the UK, by the way. Eel, what the fuck? That sounds extremely terrible. I've never had eel. I wouldn't mind trying eel, to be honest. I'm sure it's neat. You're not usually in suit, but you want to try Geishang? Geishang? I don't know how to say that one. I don't know if that's all one word. Slimy ass sea things? Well, they're cooked, so they're probably not slimy anymore. I don't think they've got that one on here. No, they don't. I'm not really a soup person either. Warms you up from the inside. Nice. I must admit, though, Lugia, you will probably be disappointed in me. I didn't touch the kimchi. Kimchi I left alone. There was kimchi, I didn't touch it. It looked scary. It looked scary, okay. What the fuck is kimchi? Kimchi. We already established you don't like it? But I probably won't like it. I've never tried it. The problem is the kimchi that was there, it looked hot. Because I was told, like, I think by you or by someone else, might have been by Crimson actually, kimchi doesn't have to be hot. That kimchi looked like I was gonna touch it and my face would have burned off. It looked fucking spicy as shit, man. It's a spicy beef soup. Okay, cool. It's all homemade and it's really good. Yeah, see, I can't... Spicy makes me just bad. There's no other way to put it. It's just bad for me. Spicy's bad. I'm the whitest of white boys. You don't like most kimchi in restaurants since everyone makes them differently? Oh, and it's different to what you've grown up with. Fair enough. Also, I was playing Europa Universalis 4. You know, like you do. With a friend the other day. And they said apparently the Korean alphabet's extremely easy to learn. Is that true, Lugia? And not to, like, harass you on everything Korean-based. Is it really easy to learn? They said, like, you can learn the full Korean alphabet in, like, 2 hours. It was designed to be easy as shit to learn, which is like the wildest thing to me. Yep, totally. Learning the words is difficult, yeah. That's just really cool that the alphabet's designed to be easy. That's just neat. I like it. Hey, Parsec, welcome. We're learning things about Korea. Good to have you. G2 star is the gear limit at the moment. Just so you know. There is a space in the lobby at the moment, so feel free to join. Why'd you take so much damage? Because it's a hyper monster. And you're using gunner armor. When it was invented with some Korean guy, couldn't be bothered with the Chinese language anymore. Just fuck it, I'm doing my own. Weird random thing I know about Korea. When it wasn't called Korea, but it was called Joseon? Joseon? Right? That's North Korea? Yeah, that's North Korea now, but Korea as a whole, as a kingdom, was called Joseon at one point. That was the whole thing. Now it's just the not great leader dudes. Anyway, to round out our order, Lugia, the last thing we had was, I think only my partner's friend had it, was Kimchi Jjigae. But me and Teeny were thinking of going again, because we got it takeaway. We got it takeaway, and it was a solid, like, 6 out of 10 experience, in my opinion. Teeny really liked it. I was like, this was good, but it could have been better, right? So I think if we actually went in and properly had it, usually for restaurants like that, the only reason they do takeaway is because the pandemic happened and they still needed to make money. In my experience. Like, oh fuck, we're gonna die. Takeaway. Or our business goes under. So typically when you get takeaway from one of those types of like dedicated in-house restaurants, it goes down a few points. Oh, they didn't deliver. We had to go and get it. But technically they do deliver, but you need a Facebook account. For some reason. And I don't have one of those. So I couldn't order. Now you're hungry for spicy soup, make with some rice. Wait, what was the thing that you said, Crimson? The spicy beef soup? Oh no, this is a different thing. Never mind. They had something that looked similar. They have Korean-style miso? Miso? How do you say that? Yakajang? Yeah, no, they have, pork? Or beef, actually. When? Then? When? When Chang Jjigae? When Chang Jjigae? That with rice? No. Oh, it is good, okay. A little bit of map on the side. Korean knowledge. Every time I look at rice, I'm just gonna be like, map. For the rest of my goddamn life. This is a curse. But anyway, Lugia, you know where to go if you want to get some, donketsu as a restaurant. England, apparently, yeah. It makes perfect sense. Hey again, Ludo. Maple. Sorry. God, my brain today. I'm too busy thinking about Korean stuff. Welcome back. How much you want? Pay 300 for tickets for a 10 euro Korean dish. It'll be horribly nasty by the time I get to Germany, probably, Lugia. But if I ever go to Germany for any reason, I'll bring you some stuff and not get you. Like, here you go. It's moldy. Play Pokemon Go. Oh, nice. Also, on the topic, I have a question for you, Lugia. What the fuck is a... This is Chuncheon? Chuncheon? Spicy fire chicken. The way that's written in English, to me, reads like... the subspecies of chicken was a fire chicken. And I want to know what that is. You don't get the first part, it's probably just chicken on a grill with spicy marinade, okay. Unfortunately disappointing. Hey, Pasek. Just means it's on a grill or cooked in a pan. Disappointed. Bulgogi is just fire meat. It's real good though. Give me that fire meat. Straight in my mouth. Celebrating a screaming karaoke and a drunken bliss outside. At least they're happy. Do that every time you go to a Korean restaurant. The waitress doesn't even need to ask you. Nice. Yeah, we have a what is that noodle bar? I don't know what it is. It's a noodle bar. What do they refer to themselves as? Oh, they just refer to themselves as traditional Asian cooking. Okay. But they have beef bulgogi there. Oh my god. It's one of the best things I've ever eaten. The rice they put it on. Oh. Oh, it's so good. Am I also hungry? I'm always hungry, Lugia. That's my secret. You ate at an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. That was amazing. Oh, I'm so jealous. I bet that was really cool. I really want to do the... I don't know if it's Korean as well. I imagine it is probably, like, Asian area. I know it's Japanese at least, but the... where you have the grill on the table, and they just give you meat, and you just cook it to the extent that you want it cooked, and then eat it. That shit's, like, fantastic. I want to do that. You just get to cook it to the extent that you want to get to cook it to. You wrap it in lettuce with rice. Yeah, that bit I didn't know about. All I've seen is people, like, cook little slices of beef on there, and then just chop that shit right into their mouth. And I'm like, that is the life. Eat chicken raw? Yeah, probably don't do that. Eat raw fish. Yeah, people do that one. That I still haven't worked up the courage to do. Eating raw food is inherently wrong to my brain, and I can't do sushi because of it. It's fine, but I can't. The only problem is, Lugia, this is the thing that I have, right? I'm sure many people have this. Is the your favorite Korean place? It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know why anyone would give a shit, right? But they're not judgy towards people who eat with utensils, right? I literally cannot eat with chopsticks. Not because I haven't learned, but because I physically cannot eat with chopsticks. The amount of precise pressure it requires with your hands causes my hands to shake, which means I drop everything. It's actually physically impossible for me. It's a feedback loop. Oh god, leave it though. They don't judge, neither do you, yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, why would they give a shit, right? Why would they care? Unless they're like 100 years old. They're like, oh, you know, and they're racist, basically. If they're 100 years old, they're racist. That's like the only reason they care. You're eating a pound, that's all that matters. Yeah, precisely. Raw squid is also pretty good. I can't do raw. Chopsticks work really well with sushi. You can't imagine using spoons or forks. I would not have a choice. Korean place use like a flatter chopstick? I don't know about that. Actually, yeah, maybe. They're not as rounded. Live squid can kill you. Depends how live they are. If you're fucking with them underwater, they probably can kill you, yeah. Don't do that. If it gets stuck in your throat, but that only happens if you don't chew well. Oh, okay. Neat. You have mild tremors that make the use of round chopsticks particularly difficult, yeah. Yeah, I have mild tremors for, like, everything until I require, like, precise pressure. And then my tremors aren't so mild anymore, which means I can't do chopsticks, unfortunately. You ate them as a child? Oh. It's a spooky story, yeah. I mean, it is kind of horrifying, right? But the same logic goes, like, if you eat sushi and it's not prepared properly, you're gonna die. Depending on what sushi you're eating. Your hubby learned how to use chopsticks 2 years into relationship. Teeny can use chopsticks. Eat meat and you choke long enough, you're also dead. That's very true. Yeah, if you don't chew normal, like, chicken or beef properly, so that it's small enough and then it gets stuck in your throat, you're still gonna die. You can use chopsticks two-handed. That seems almost harder to me. Somehow. Drum set. Going away. You use chopsticks to snack on what would be crisps to keep your controllers clean. Teeny does the same. Whenever Teeny has cheese balls, they use chopsticks to eat the cheese balls, so they don't get cheese all over their thing. Chips are fries. No. Fries are fries, chips are chips, and crisps are crisps, okay? So, it's your quest, Lugia. The type of chips that you get at like McDonald's or Burger King, KFC, insert local fast food restaurant, the really thin ones that are like quite long and really thin. Those are fries in British English. Chips are the type of things that you might think of when you think of like an English chip shop. The fatter ones that have got like way more potato in them, and they're about the same length, maybe a bit shorter actually, but they're way bigger. Not wedgie size, but bigger. Those are chips. And crisps are like I don't know if they're called Walkers. Walkers, cheese snacks, the little ones in bags. Cheese balls. The ridged, like, barbecue crisps. Pringles are crisps, that stuff. Give me just a sec. What did I say fries were again? Like takeaway style. When you go to McDonald's, the really thin ones that you get, McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, all of those things, thin chips, those are fries. Extremely thin. Do we have you, Mace? Are you here? Are you dying? Yeah, you're dying? Oh, that's a shame, buddy. I hope you get better. Technically, we're all dying slowly. Thank you, Lugia. I was waiting for someone to type it. There we go. Fun stuff. I feel like that conversation about Korean food went on for really long. And then somehow transitioned to English pronunciation. You're both saying crisps faster. If you say it too quickly, it just sounds like you're trying to, like, you know when you're trying to get a little cat to come closer? You're like, pss, 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 pss. It's like that. You said that? Man, that is a big-ass greatsword. Okay, Blangonga is really annoying in G-Rank. Huh? Good to know. Man, I want to go for more Korean food now. Just to try it. That paintball probably won't last, but hey, maybe. Drop the meat into the charcoal. Honestly, when you got a disc called Fire Chicken, like I can't hate that, right? Fire Chicken. If that requires chopping it into charcoal, I'm okay with that. I don't care how it tastes, I just like the name. Probably not gonna have it. On the fire emojis in the menu? No, the website still has the... This website was designed at Wix on the top of the page. So I think they are not necessarily rocking the most professional website. Like a cold drink in the Arctic. Isn't there a skill that actually makes that like a legitimately good idea in this game though, Mace? Just pretend you had the skill on. Like, oh dang, I thought I had the skill. Yours doesn't even have a website. Yeah, but yours was like properly down a corner, right? In like an alley, hidden away, if I remember. I assume you're talking about the same one. Side street, yeah, yeah. Your favorite one. God damn it. Now, weird combination of things to try when I go to Germany. I have an extremely specific Korean restaurant to go to. And Spedsy. I feel like that's an odd combination, but hey. If it works, I guess. Just jumping over here. I passed by the Netherlands on the way. That thing. I don't promise anything on that one, Mace. That thing seems like it's too many ingredients in one place for me. Which I can't do. I can't take that. Basically a sausage roll, other than the fact that it's not a sausage roll. Because the bread's different and the meat's different. Also, I could never order that. I can't say that for shit. I also need to get something else in the Netherlands. What was it? I can't remember. A big roll, I think. Like a big sweet. A dessert type roll thing. I want to say semla, but it's not called semla. That's Swedish. Ask my Dutch friend. Curry ketchup? There. Get the fuck out. No. Oh, son of a... It's a totally different kind. No, I've had curry ketchup and it's fucking rancid. I do not like it. If it's similar to what they use in the UK, they just call it curry sauce. It is disgusting. Fuck is curry ketchup? Nasty. If you ask my taste buds in particular, fucking nasty. Wait till you see banana ketchup. You mean the banana ketchup that we spoke about before that's not ketchup at all, it's just banana? That they just called banana ketchup because they didn't think people would understand? We had a conversation about this before. It's not ketchup. it's just banana. You might as well call it banana sauce. Like, it's not ketchup. I mean, if I'm this seems like a lot of effort just to pass through the Netherlands, mate. And also, I'd probably fly to Germany. I wouldn't drive if I was to go there at all. It is painful syphilis. It's kind of like the Indonesia area, from what I remember. We had a conversation about it with Dawn before. Was it Dawn? I think it was Dawn. Also during GU, actually. Fun little thing. I imagine if I go to the Netherlands, I will be in Netherlands. In the Netherlands, Mace. I doubt I'd go through. To be honest. I do not like the sound of this, though. I'm gonna be honest. It's puff pastry that contains something that's been deep fried. It's super good. You've been brought up on it, though, right? Being brought up on foods is very important for formulating your tastes, right? I have not had a lot of deep fried stuff at all in my entire life. Like I do not like getting fish from fish and chips because it's deep fried and I don't think it's safe. It tastes nice. I do not like deep fried things. It's nasty. Greasy and horrible for me. Chips are like that as well sometimes. From the chip shop. If they're not done very well, bleh. I've never had deep fried pork or chicken in my life. Syphilis. What? Yeah, in England, people don't just have deep fryers in their house. Most people do not just have deep fryers in their house in England. No, we don't! Who does, though? The Americans do. And apparently the Dutch. Just like KFC. Oh, true, I have had KFC. KFC's mid. Sorry. KFC's extremely mid in the UK. The only time you should eat KFC in the UK is at 4 o'clock in the morning. So you make the... No one does that outside of the Netherlands, Mace. Your weird-ass Netherland food, alright? No one makes it, it's just you. That's why the name's Dutch. Wait, no one knows what the fuck you're on about. It's your quest, Mace. I think it's your quest? Yeah, it is. Deep frying's a waste of oil. Yeah, exactly. Scheduled Fridays everywhere around the world. C? No. Not C, Mace. Sarcasm. looks nasty. Blech. Blech. Ugh. There is special oil disposal and processing. Yeah, that sounds like a pain in the ass. Honestly. Like, Mace doesn't have to care, right? Because Mace doesn't deal with it. But for example, especially in the UK, because it's not something widespread, you'd have to go to like a really specific place, which is probably several hours drive away. Or you have to have a company come out to your house and they're gonna do it. And it's gonna cost a shitload, like... Mace, I don't want you to shove your Dutch sausage into my mouth, please. I'm okay, thank you. I don't want that to happen. At that point, dump it in the sink. Do you... No, dude! You can't dump it in the sink! You're gonna destroy your house's plumbing, you moron! It's not a sausage. It said sausage-like, okay? You cannot put freaking deep-fried fat oil in your down your sink. That is atrocious. For the sake of reference of just how bad that is, in the UK, restaurants have to get yearly checks to make sure they're not doing that. Because fatbergs are a real and serious problem. Shit for the environment. It's shit for human beings as well. Because you essentially make like an iceberg of fat in the sewers, and then it clogs all the sewage up. Fatberg. Like iceberg, but fat. Fizzle. Just flushing your deep fat fryer oil down the drain works great, right? It goes away, you don't have to see it anymore, it's done. Easy peasy. And then it cools down. And you don't see it cool down, but it cools down. And fat gets real hard when it cools down. And then that clump of fat just gets stuck in the sewer and stays there. Until loads of other people do it, and then it just builds up and builds up and builds up. Mandatory here that the restaurant have a facility that separates oil from water before it drains in the sewer? I hope so, because that's good. Kitchen nightmares tell you that a lot of restaurants are really dirty, yeah. Restaurants kind of have the same problem that schools have, at least in the UK. Which is, there's no point scheduling a visit for someone to come in and check how clean your restaurant is. Because you've scheduled it, right? So they have all the time in the world to clean up. It defeats the whole purpose of doing a spot check. Working as an electrician for restaurants teaches you you're dirty. That will do it as well. You can give so many quests. It's so annoying. Honestly. America does tend to be a little bit worse in a lot of stuff, but I think you'll be surprised by how widespread that is, Lugia. As someone who's worked for a hotel chain before, those restaurants are not nice. The kitchens do not look nice. Not even qualified to be honest. Yeah, that's America for you. On that one. Hey, Comro. Welcome. Get free failed businesses and want to open another one in Germany. You get slap across the face. Yeah. They probably wouldn't let you do that. More rare for a kitchen to be properly clean. Yeah, properly clean is something that would never happen, probably. But clean enough is important, right? Which is something that does not happen enough. Also on the Dutch, not sausage, line, it says it's made of mince, and I'm like, on mince as well, so I'm just tempering your expectations for the inevitability in which I have one, Mace. And I'm like, this was fine. I didn't like it, though. Gunk that solidifies in corner. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do not get cleaned properly enough. The AC near a kitchen. I don't know if I've ever had goulash. Let me have a look. I don't believe I have. I've never had goulash. Whoa! That did not load, probably. I'm not a big stew person, I'm not gonna lie. Stew isn't for me. Just ban the Netherlands, Lugia. Save everyone. They should be underwater anyway. Half of them. Parsec, if there's any quests you want to do that I'm G2 star, feel free. You're gonna play other stuff, sure thing, Mace. By other stuff, do you mean Tears of the Kingdom? Or are you gonna go play like Trackmania and stuff? This is G2 star. Oh god. Oh god. I just realized it was 10. I thought it said 14. I was like, nope, that works. You're your dad's now, so you can't do Trackmania? Oh, bummer. Only a few more uses of Switch Axe before I feel comfortable switching off of it. Maybe some stress game? What is that? Dear God, what is that quest? Dear God? The Dear God. I don't think I've seen Mega here in a little while, actually. Ow. Gravity knife? Huh? Still learning grammar. Sorry, it's alright. It was just a funny... it's a funny mistype. Nacy? No. I've never heard of that in my entire life, base. Stop deep frying everything! You try hard Americans! Fucking Dutch people, man. They're half German, half English, and they want to be American. What's wrong with you guys? Just be your own people. Please. You meant Bammy? I've never heard of that one either. Whatever you just typed. I can't even say that word. Every dish is deep fried? Yeah, it is a miracle. The only reason the population of the Netherlands doesn't roll around the country is because they ride bikes so much. It's the only way at this point. So much deep fried stuff. A puck-shaped bread 'em and deep fry it. Fight one stereotype with another one, yeah. A wooden skewer, put chunks of meatball and onion on it interchangeably, deep fry. Stop deep frying! Oh my god. Mace, have you had stuff that's not deep fried in your entire life? Please. Please tell me yes. I need to know. You have? Good. 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 I had some rice this evening. I swear to God, if you say deep fried rice, I'm gonna come to the Netherlands and hit you in the stomach. Deep fried Pringles. For some reason, my brain with deep fried Pringles didn't imagine each individual Pringle deep fried, but someone breaded the can and just slapped the can in the deep fryer. The whole ass can. Speak Spanish, but for other countries speak their Spanish. They say when you speak, they don't understand what you're saying. It's the Chilean speaking stereotype. Fair enough. I mean, I would imagine the amount of Spanish-speaking countries there is, your accents must be so heavily different, right? It's the one thing you don't deep fry. Sometimes you even deep fry vegetable, which removes all the health benefits, yeah. Yeah, it kind of defeats the point a little bit. Some chip shops in Penarth deep fry Mars bars and cream eggs. Yeah, that's wrong. I don't like it and it's bad. Hey, over Macho Grande. Welcome. Good to have you. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. How are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing good. Other than learning that apparently the Netherlands deep fry all of their food and now I don't want to exist on this plane of existence anymore. You found a deep fried rice dish. Oh my god, Mace. No. No. I can't deal with your country anymore. Air fryers are pretty neat. I can't deal with frying at the moment, Comro, I'm sorry. The word fry has become tainted by this conversation for the rest of my life. Just make fried rice like a normal person. Or just have rice, you don't need to fry it. Just do rice. Fried rice is amazing, but you are allowed to just have rice. You don't need to deep fry it or fry it or... Like, just rice. Rice is okay on its own. Rice is great. Just white rice? Yeah, just white rice. Don't fucking ill me, deep fry boy. It's a cornerstone of cuisine. Put garlic chicken on top of it. White rice is not good without something to supplement it. I heavily disagree. Just rice on its own is good. Rice is also a fantastic side dish, or like a supplementary thing. Bland white rice makes you puke, literally. Yeah, it's probably because your body's so accustomed to everything being covered in fat that you can't eat normal food anymore. Rice on its own is ridiculous. It's not something you'd eat often. Hey, General. Welcome to the worst stream in human existence. Raw rice? Well, don't eat rice raw. You cook it first. Don't eat raw rice. You can eat white rice as is, doesn't mean you like it. Hand cooked. Okay, cool. You can't even amend a blander dish, pure cardboard aside. Do you guys understand that, like, salt exists? Use potassium salt? I don't know what that is, I'm gonna be honest. Then it's not just rice anymore? really? Is that where we're going with this? Salt on rice? What? You salt the water you cook the rice in. Oh my god. I hate cooking. Have you people never cooked? Come on, man. Come on. I don't cook Komuro. You don't put salt in the water when you cook rice? Try it. I don't prefer rice without anything else, General. I just think it's perfectly fine on its own. I think the overabundance of fried rice is unnecessary. It's very tasty. Rice on its own is bland. If you have a lot of it, yeah. Still needs to know the basic to not call the fire department if he needs to navigate the kitchen in an emergency. True. Put some nice chunks of meat in there, it becomes genius. It's true, yeah. I'm not saying rice isn't a dish that's greatly improved when you have other stuff, right? That's not what I was trying to argue. What I was trying to argue is that you can have rice. You don't need to have deep fried rice, the Netherlands, or fried rice, right? You can just have rice. It's okay. Just rice. Put a little bit of salt in the water when you're cooking it. Soy sauce on rice is fucking fantastic. Thank you for the adept hammer. I'm going to do that right now. And hopefully I manage to hit myself in the head with the hammer and forget this entire conversation. You're just as sane as before. This conversation has hurt my soul. I have actually taken, like, spiritual damage. From learning that there's so much deep fried cuisine in the Netherlands. How do you even deep fry rice? You probably wrap it in something else, right? Deep fried bull testicles? Yeah, someone just did that for the sake that they could do it, though, right? That's not cuisine at that point. You take clumps and hurl it into the deep fryer. I really like the image of that, and for some reason you're on the other side of the room. Just balling up clumps of rice, like, what? Next one. One of them will go in. You've barely any deep fried stuff. Sometimes you go to the nearest fried chicken place. That's it, yeah. I kind of forgot KFC existed. I think KFC is the only time I've ever had deep fried chicken. That's it, right? The only thing you know about kitchen safety is that water won't help when the frying pan catches fire. If you ever decide to cook, maybe learn some more kitchen safety. For your own sake, for your house's sake, for any relative that might be living in your house at that point in time when you're cooking. It'd be a good idea. Don't put metal in the microwave, that's true. Also, don't put metal in, like, the oven. Not because it's going to blow up your oven necessarily, but because it's just, like, bad. It's going to be horrible. Don't put raw food next to cooked food. That's also a very good idea. Yeah, that's more hygiene, right? For kitchen basics. It's true, actually. Don't put pets in kitchen appliances. Fantastic advice. Yep. Yep. Do not put a dog in your oven, in your fridge, in your frying pan. I know you have a dog. Was this an aerial hammer? Please explain hygiene. There are too many hygiene rules. Basically, if you're cooking, right, for the sake of food prep, wash your hands. Don't mix foods on the same cooking board. Unless they are of relatively similar enough status. If you're doing multiple types of vegetables, then that's pretty much fine. But don't put, like, meat on the same board as the vegetable board, right? Have, like... have your own thing. Yeah, least fragrant to most fragrance good. Don't cut your onions first. And then go to your carrots. It's just a bad idea. God, I forgot Adept Hammer sucks. Use different knives. Use the board for the veggies, then deep fry the board. You want to deep fry garlic now? I don't think you do. You don't, right, please tell me you don't eat the garlic base. Do you eat the garlic? Is this a thing people do? I need to know this. Do people eat the garlic cloves? Please don't tell me people eat the garlic cloves. Don't make me learn this today as well. You eat garlic raw sometimes? Is it too early to end the stream? I need to lie down. Why? I need to go to sleep forever, Lugia. I don't want to live in this world anymore. Like a pepper piece. I don't want to do this. You can still take comfort in the fact that at least 2 cultures frowned upon it. It's not enough. It's not enough. That sounds like an old wives' tale to me, Bogler. Hey, stop talking. Please stop talking. from going on a deep fried culinary adventure. Keep it to yourself. We don't need to know. Evil shit. Raw garlic with sausage. No. No. Have I heard of Salo? I don't want to. If this conversation is everything to go by, I don't want to. Deep fry every Korean food. Grated? Yeah, grated is fine. I'm talking about people raw dogging whole garlic, man. I don't have a problem with people grating garlic. That's fine, right? It's so minuscule at that point that all it does is just add a little bit of flavor. Just thanks, Kezu. No, Vongla. No. No. Sometimes if a little bit of a garlic clove gets left in my food, and I accidentally eat that sucker, my mouth gives up on life for a solid few seconds. It is not a nice taste. Are you joining the hub? Yeah, the only restriction, Macho, is that you gear down to G2 gear. You take small bites from it with your regular food for some spice. Okay, question. Very important question. If you're taking full bites, small bites of garlic with your regular food, why didn't you just put the garlic in your regular food? It takes too much effort. It probably takes less. You can't spray it into soup. You can grate it into soup. You can grate it over bread. It's probably less effort than it is to take a bite out of it every single time you want to get a little bit of garlic spice in there, right? It'd be unnecessary. You sure you're not German, Vongla? That brutal efficiency that you're displaying? Use the garlic to start cooking the soup. Yeah, precisely, right? It's common in here, you're not some weirdo. I will condemn a whole species. Species? I'll do that as well at this point. Humanity. I will condemn a whole nationality, Vongla. I'm not afraid. You have powdered garlic. A grater to grate cloves with a press to press them into small chunks, and that's enough to infuse it into anything. Yeah. Yeah, you could just buy powdered garlic, right? I have no idea what you're talking about, Macho. I'm gonna be honest with you. embrace Dio. I think the only thing I want to embrace at this point in time is the Void. Powder garlic's not the same, though. It's not, no. Dummy? Also, this stuff is, not G2. If you wouldn't mind going down to G2 stuff. JP weapon? Yeah, that's what I thought. Dummy can just mean it's Japanese stuff. It's not just, like, cheated. It's just because the event never got put into the English version. And they still need to put the weapons over sometimes, so it fucks it up, so they just put dummy in all caps. Basically. It's the USJ weapon? Yeah, there you go. Whose quest was that? That was Lugia's quest, right? Pass it. You want to post one? While Silver Lake is changing? That wasn't yours? Wait, whose quest was that? Was that mine? Was that my quest? Oh, you could go there, Lugia. But I'm getting very lost in the conversation here. I can't tell you what happens. It was mine? Oh. Sorry, Lugia. Metadata. This is high rank stuff, so it's completely fair. Thank you very much. Sallow is a deep salted? What does that mean? Upper layer of pig fat, usually made as an alcohol snack or some side dish. Yeah, that just sounds like a regional delicacy, quote unquote. Which I'm going to imagine is what that is. Deep salted, though. It's never a term I've heard before. Speculating thought it was possible to make the perfect insect glow. Doesn't surprise me. With this game, with 4U as well, you could probably do it. Like Nibble's monster juice and vomits it on you and you get stronger. I don't know if it quite works like that, but yeah, it's close enough. Thank you. for hitting me twice. Congratulations, you've earned death. Why even play the game at that point? Your weapon's better than sets that I can make. Weapon alone. Useless acclaim, learn how to deal with all the Rajangs for you. Good old for you. Damn it. The cannon stronger stats and make them into one weapon. What has 55% affinity? Is that Nagakuga? Exam? God damn it, man. I'm trying Mega Daddy, but I cannot play Hammer. And I especially cannot play Adept Hammer, because I do not like this weapon. Thanks, Syphilis. But making me play more of it right after I said I don't like it. Thought I'd be out of the range of that, to be honest. Welcome back, Daddy. Good to have you here again. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna be useless on this quest, honestly. I'm not gonna get anything done. Nagakuga's too quick for me to do a hammer. And I can't predict his movement because there's 4 people here. Right. Imagine fast charge and stamina together. Imagine having these skills that are actually useful to any of your weapons. That'd be nice. Fast charge would be great. I'm gonna do this, I don't even care. It's the most damage I've done all hunt. Power Eater and Lasting Power. Yeah, there's loads of skills that are good in this game. Unfortunately, you can't get any of them unless you know how to make mixed sets. So, you got people like me who are just stuck with crappy armor, crappy full sets. Adept is very prediction heavy. Yeah. There are a fair amount of deviants. The deviants don't even have good armor. For what you have to do to get it, that armor is not good. it would probably be less effort to figure out how to make mix sets. And farm up a full G-rank mix set than it would be to build one piece of Deviant armor to max. One set of Deviant armor to max. And you'd get better skills. There are several good Deviant sets. Not for what you have to do, there isn't. As far as I'm concerned, the fact that you have to fight a Deviant potentially 45 times to build a single set of armor, it doesn't matter what skills it got, it sucks. And it's not even usable for half of the time. That's gonna hit me. Nice one. Tail cut. Using Bolt Reaver for raw sword and shield. Did not expect to side to you ain't gonna try on with it. The armor set, presumably. What does Bolt Reaver have, skill-wise? Oh, I need Yukumo wood. I've just remembered. I need to go grab that. After this. Chain kit, crit up. Volt, Handicraft 1, and Rapid Fire? Fair enough. Got a cool little that one. Thanks for joining, Parsec. Hope you enjoyed. Appreciate you coming on. Wait, Stoutwood? I need a hardwood, right? I believe you got down to white sharpness. Do you have purple sharpness? How do you have purple sharpness? I'll give you your point back. Go on. Relic weapons? I didn't think there was relic weapons? What do you mean by relic weapons? Thank you for the quest, Parsec. Appreciate it. Thank you for the help. We're gonna try and do stuff that I can actually fight. Yeah, of course, Ligia. Huh, weird. We can go. So, like, or Grande, Macho. All of the above. Ligia's gonna take a break for this quest. I thought you meant relic weapons, like 4 user relic weapons. So I didn't think they existed in this game, but yeah, this is from the kitty cats. G2 is the limit? G2 is the limit, yes. At the current moment. There's not too much left to go, though. You hear, Moche? We can go. The thing you don't like about creating artificial weapons is that people go over the top. Find it more interesting to have all the strongest real stats put into one weapon. I'd just rather people didn't make artificial weapons, honestly. Just build the weapons that exist. At least for the sake of multiplayer, right? Whatever people want to do for themselves, fair enough. But not in multi. $350 raw purple sharpness hammer by events coming. What hammer's that? Do you know the name? Just so I can look it up. Can you ready up, please, Melcho, so we can go on the quest? Or I'm gonna go so we can not be standing in lobby, not doing anything. Bone Crusher? Thank you. Oh, do you just get the bones for yourself somehow? Oh, it's only purple sharpness with sharpness +1 though, +2 even. Same with custom quest, people use it to make devil size macaws, but they use it to make killer cow being a nice no raffle osmosis. Yeah. Yeah, there is some potentially really cool stuff you could do with the like custom quests and all that, but people just abuse it instead, right? Which is a shame. gated by any quest you need to finish. $99 large Elder Dragon Gem. Like this, all of this could happen in GU? Yeah. If a game exists, people can cheat in it. Basically. And in old school Monster Hunter, in particular, it's very easy if you have the ability to extract and re-input data into the game. Didn't know GU was possible? Yep. GU is probably easier than some of the older ones, honestly. Yeah, for the sake of my stuff, General, the weapon has to be in the G2 quest list. So because you need to do Gravios, that's not available, right? You can't do Gravios in G2. You can do it if you're HR10, but you can't do it in G2. If that makes sense? There's a reason I've been talking about the ranks rather than the event quests. Because if you use event quests or deviant monsters to like sequence break, then it defeats the whole point of putting a rank limit on it in the first place, right? You might as well just not put a rank limit on if people are just going to sequence break really busted gear. Just for the sake of if you were potentially going to build it. Don't have to kill it. You can't hunt it in G2. That's the point. It's not one of the quests in the quest list. It doesn't matter. Full stop, no. I refuse to leave any confusion here. Gravios and Diablos are not on the G2 quest list of things you can fight, thus you cannot get materials from them. Intruders are not in the G2 quest list. They're on the quest, they're not in the quest list. There's something that can show up, sure. You're just sticking around? I know, but I cannot leave any confusion in this because people will abuse it. We're on the market for doing G4. Do some Elder Dragon Hunt. You have an excess of G2 parts already from helping people. I'll be in G4 eventually. Areso. That's how you did G2 and G3. Nice. Didn't you make like a really good hammer in low rank in a similar way as well, if I recall? About 1 month ago in base gen, you went on a supersized snow baron. It gave you 60 Narcocos Soul Lords. The wonders of turning your console off at that point. That's why I never do any custom quests. Even if they're made by people I know and trust, I don't do custom quests. Rusted Hammer, it was gated in Lava Nuggets, but it was an event Urigan. Yeah. Yep, that was it. Missed opportunities to do something really cool, yeah. To make an actually genuinely neat quest. Just a really big Big snow baron. It's a cool idea. Oh. Hey, there's one. One of the 5 I need. My Dragon Boat artifacts. Thank you, Frozen Seaway. It can also be in this area. You think you'll take that roll up? Someone has to. Someone's gotta. The people who do custom quests. We'll say though how massive GU, the way they gate weapons, is shockingly sound. I imagine they have like an internal document where what monsters should be in what tier for event quests. And then some occasionally slip through the cracks. That would be the way that I would guess it was done, at least. Nice, good hit. Only 2 for hammer, it's possible. Is there any other ones, though, right? Just because there's only 2 for hammer. Yeah, this quest is getting kind of close now. I'm gonna, pay a little bit more attention to this one. Don't lose. God, the people who play Monster Hunter scare the shit out of me, man. Jesus, Dawn. Scare the absolute life out of me. Is that a Pokemon? That looks vaguely like a Pokemon. I'm gonna assume that is. It looks like it. Shaman? Okay. Thank you, Samite. Really appreciate that. Sinnoh mythical? Ah. That'll be my lack of having played no Gen 4 games. That'll do it. My lack of no would mean I've played all of the games. You get what I mean? Hopefully. Oh, that's him out. Very good. Very good. Man, I'm really hoping this thing dies soon. Can't see anything. Thank you. Timing. Saving my butt there. I vaguely remember how to do this. Come on. No! I need you to die. That was too early. Way too early. The freaking delay. I'm not going back in on that health. That is not worth it to take a death for. Just to get some hit on the leg that's barely going to do any damage anyway, probably. God, that death is so weird. Right. Bonk. It's the only thing I can damn hit over and over again is the tail, so... Just gonna hit the tail, I guess. Didn't work, unfortunately. That did that much damage, that random little jump forward. Oh, you gotta love hyper monsters, huh? Jesus Christ, man. Thank fuck for that. Hyper Gypceros? I didn't even know Gypceros was in G2. The hyper version of it? That's horrifying. God damn it, man. Also, I genuinely don't know, by the way, General, which bonk I actually like in this game. If any of them. I kind of don't like Hammer in this game. It feels like I don't know a good way to put this. Hammer in Generations and Generations Ultimate, to me, feels like Hunting Horn does in the other games. Where it's just like, what am I doing with this weapon? The whole time. I'm very lucky that didn't hit me. I never do any damage with it, I don't get any KOs. Just does not go well for me. Please, Dawn, for the love of God, heal. We're on final cart. Stop going in. Oh, God. Jesus Christ, you're too brave. Making me worried. Oh, good quest. People scare the crap out of me, man. We're like 60% health and you turn around and start attacking it again when it could one-hit you. Gotta scare me. By the way, scaring me, you did some arc today. Okay? Why would this scare me? I didn't even know Ark had sheep. See, that's just not fun, Macho. To do that and then the reward is just, like, nothing. Right? You get punished for doing the quest, basically. Some people might find that funny. I would be very annoyed. Oh, good luck, Mace. Why would you want to make people feel bad when they're playing something though, right? That's you're doing it exactly the same as the people that have the quest where you get infinite gems, just in the other way around. It's the same thing. Just the opposite. Right? This is your quest, Silverlake. If there's any 2-star quests that you would want to post. Can slaughter them when needed and chainsaw them. God damn it, Comro. You tamed them just to kill them. You brought them into your home, gave them your food, just to kill them. Used your resources on them. Finally in G2. Hey, well done, Nixel. Oh, Lugia's back. Hi, Lugia. Let me just check real quick. Okay. Just because you'd mentioned that quest, I was immediately like, Hello, friend. Hello, friend. Carve 2 lenses. Doesn't Sergio Sword and Shield doesn't need lenses? That's a bummer. That's a bummer. You can potentially make his armor, Nixel. His armor's pretty neat. If I recall. You wouldn't have to worry about what would normally be the hardest bit of the armor to get. I think Nixel's doing Sword and Shield only, Comro. So, other weapons aren't a factor. If I remember when me and Nixel spoke about it before. There is no other weapons, essentially. Pray no. Not on the old road, Mace. Oh, you have horrible luck with that game. You got credit to Oblivion. Yeah, that can happen. It's really rare, though. Every weapon needs one lens, except for Sword and Shield and Dual Blade. Fair enough. Sword and Shield needs none, and Dual Blades need 2. Oh. Ooh. On average. Right? Because does that make linguistic sense if you say that at that point? The category still needs 1 per weapon? I don't know how that would work. You feel like you're being lied to anyway, because you are, basically. You're being deceived, right? Tried some other weapon, but you kept coming back to Sword and Shield. Fair enough. Man, I fucking hate playing Hammer. I do nothing and I just get staggered. That's the whole weapon. It's just all of the Steve weapons are really good, Nixel, in general. Oops. The yawn took over there. Just pressed a whole bunch of random buttons. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Might as well not be on this quest. Weapon, eh? What a good weapon. Why though Mototigro said he drops 1 thing? Because he hates life. You can get more than 1 from him, but you just have to be lucky. I have no idea, Mucho. Capturing is very important there, yeah. Headbreaker capture. You'd have to look that up on Karatico, probably. Unless there was a hyper-specialized greatsword paralysis player, right? Damn it. Man, Molten Tiggy. Capture monsters in arena quests. Capture Guru is your friend, Nixel. Capture Guru is your friend. Do you get Sword and Shield oils? Yep. And I forget to use them every quest. I never remember to use the Sword and Shield oils. Man, he plays dead for a long time, huh? The quest is bugged out. Bummer. To force a shutdown. Hopefully... No, I think Switch doesn't know how to deal with this, right? Oh, no, it does. Cool. Yeah, shock traps don't actually work on him, Lugia. Cool. It does know how to deal with this. Because he's made of rubber. Forgot about the oils? Yeah, I always do. Playing dead for that long? No, that was because Grande's game had some issue. Whatever issue it might have been. It basically like crashed the hunts. So when Grande closed their game and got booted from the hunt, it resumed back to normal function. Play dead forever. I wonder if you could do that. I guess you could make the priority of the move like 100%, right? I don't know if you would be able to make it stay on the floor though, would you? Oh, it's soft lock. The scariest of monster attacks. Okay, it did go in there. Yeah, that's the type of thing you tested on your own, right? Don't do that in a multiplayer lobby and potentially fuck up 4 people's games. Sounds like meat in your pantry. That you didn't know was there. Air-dried salami snack? What? Sorry? Wait for you to play for you. You're gonna be waiting a long time, Nixel. You'll be done with for you by the time I play it, probably. I got the rest of GU left to do. I got the infinite amount of time that Frontier is going to take. Um... And then I got... Freedom Unite to play. Alright, I'll be right back. I just need to run to the loo real quick. Give me a second. I'm back. So you say it was playing dead longer? No, it just froze in the position it was in. Like, we could hit it, but we weren't doing any damage. I'm not going to be gone for that long. Lugia, it is your quest, and then it will be Dawn's. No, I don't think it does anything, Macho. Like, you literally don't do any damage to it while the person who's hosting the area is softlocked. I'm free of Adept Hammer. It's a problem that can happen in the other games as well. Specifically for EU on Citra. If Quest Host crashes, because Citra doesn't have any way to kick Quest Host out of the quest, it becomes literally impossible to kill the monster. You have to just abandon quest. It's the only way to do it. It's the exact same thing. But yeah, you're going to be waiting an extremely, extremely long time, Nixel, if you want me to play for you. With me, specifically, right? Because I will be picking it from a list. What I'm playing after probably Freedom Unite, to be honest. And that list is long at this point. So yeah. Like to join for your father and testing later? I won't. No, I'm going to sleep after this, basically. It is currently 9 o'clock at night for me, so I will be chilling and hanging out with my partner for a little bit, and then I'll be to sleep. But I wish you the best. When will the challenge run start? When we've completed all quests in GU and in Freedom Unite. Which would be... It's just G rank in both games, right? That's all it is. Just G rank in both games. In this game, we're already nearly done with G2 star. So we've only got G3 and G4 left to go. G4 I've done essentially nothing in. G3 I've not done much either, to be honest. So I got all of those left. Then just G rank in Freedom Unite, but it's Freedom Unite, which means approximately the heat death of the universe by the time I'm done with that game. Or when I've had enough and I've thrown my computer out the window or something. Dustin's on for you. Nice. We'll see if I remember. Hopefully I do. Dustin's done like the full range of games today, huh? Where's the Monster Hunter 6 info? It's at TGS, Pixel. It's at TGS. Coping? No, it's at TGS. It will be at TGS. Maybe in the wrong chat. Why'd you say that, Cabaret? TGS, Tokyo Game Show. Very popular Japanese game show event. Like E3, like, I don't know, Gamescom? Must have missed the previous GU conversation, yeah. I would be extremely surprised if it's not announced then. There's no other logical way to do it, right? They're not going to announce it in a PlayStation event. Although they announced Dragon's Dogma in a PlayStation event, and honestly, that seems like a very interesting decision to make. And I don't know why they've done that, but hey. It's affected a lurk in a different stream and a chat mismanagement site that definitely didn't happen to you yet. They're not going to announce... Well, I don't know this, right, but I would be incredibly surprised if they announce the next Monster Hunter game before the current Monster Hunter game is even finished. Like, why would you do that, right? It's just weird. Did they do like something like that in the past? Maybe, but that might have been before like modern era games, right? Before Gen 5. They didn't do that for Gen 3. Or Gen 5, sorry. So far. And also, have they done that for any game? They can announce it with the release date for the bonus update for Sunbreak. They could, yeah. It depends how much of a spectacle they want to make of it, though, right, Nixel? They could completely just do it online, but I think if they want to produce... This is how my, like... I don't know marketing, right? I'm not a marketer, but in my mind, if you want to produce maximum possible hype for Monster Hunter 6, announcing it after Rise would be after Rise gets its final title update. Assuming the game comes out next year, basically, it's just my own assumption, right? Assuming the game comes out next year, announcing it after the Rise title update, that leaves like 7 months, 6-7 months until the game releases, which is kind of a long time. There's going to be more trailers and stuff, right? But doing it at an event makes it more prestigious. It's more interesting. It's probably why they did Dragon's Dogma right away, right? Because they didn't want to conflict it with TGS, maybe. Which is why so many people announce things at E3. Like, they could have just announced them online. You can say one word, Monster Hunter 6 is real, but they don't need to. Like, of course it's real. We know it's real, Nixel. We already know Monster Hunter 6 is real. We don't need confirmation, right? That hurts marketing if you do that. It hurts your hype. As a game marketer, at this point in time, I imagine like your most important thing is setting expectations and managing hype. You've mastered the art of multitasking with GE. You were in a call with your dad, listened to the stream, and also played the game. Nice one. And didn't die. Have I heard of a void glitch? I have not, no. I don't really look glitches or bugs or any of that stuff. I tend to try and ignore it. Stay away. Dawn, it is your quest to finish off this rotation here. Tell me, is this Monster Hunter 6 speaks with you? Is it in the room with me? No. It's not. But we already know, as a community, that there has been a leaked working title for the game. A working title being a title that they give the name in development. The game in development as to not have its actual name in case it gets like leaked or something. Or before the project has taken a proper shape, so they just give it a name like Project X, right? As an example. We already know that exists. So we already know they're working on it. We don't need any confirmation. Also, why wouldn't they work on it? Gen 5 just made them fuckloads of money. Capcom's rolling in it. Right? Capcom's rolling in it. Monster Hunter World's the best-selling game of all time. What's the development name? Paradise. Just Paradise. You thought it was a bad fake leak? Could have been. But even if it was just a fake leak, like, why the fuck wouldn't they make another Monster Hunter game, right? Think of all of the people at Capcom. Not even Capcom. Not even the devs, not even the executives, not the moneymakers, not the marketing team. Just the devs, right? Just the people that actually make the game. They have had such a long and storied experience with making Monster Hunter games. World comes around, they finally make a game that they're presumably proud of, and also smashes their franchise compared to the other teams at Capcom to the top of the Capcom games list. And also gives them so much buying power. Right? Nice, Nixel. So much buying power. They have the ability to turn around to Capcom and be like, look, we made the best-selling game you've ever had. Give us more money, we'll make the next one better. There'll be more monsters. We'll fix the complaints that they had with Monster Hunter World. We won't make the mistakes that have been made with previous Monster Hunter games. We'll fix everything they've got wrong with Rise. It's a golden opportunity of a lifetime. That's not gonna happen again. There's only one time where that's gonna happen, right? There's one time. Because they're not gonna get to do it again. If they make the best-selling game again, it's like, yeah, you're just the best-selling franchise at this point, whatever. But they usurped it. That's the important bit. There's no way they won't make another one. And then also the marketing team is going to want them to make another one because it's good for Capcom's reputation. The execs are going to want them to make one because it made them fuckloads of money. It's just logical. You want your own baby Pookie Pet? Now, I think that would be a bad line for them to go down, personally. What, you against Pookie Pet? I don't have anything against the Pookie part, specifically. It's the pet part, Lugia. Because the reason why Monster Hunter works to the extent it does, in terms of, like, justification... I'll go attack the tail, I guess. It's alright, I'm only wearing a hammer. Is because they are not necessarily vilified, but they're beasts, right? If you make them into pets, suddenly you care for them. And that's a problem. Stories is a... Stories is... What's it called? When you have something that's not part of your main game, but it's a different thing? What's that called? A spin-off. It's a spin-off game, so it doesn't do the same thing. And it's also in a very distinctly different art style for that reason, Dawn. If you had a normal Monster Hunter game where you could get the monsters as pets, it would suddenly be really, like, wrong to kill them. Right? But it's a layered for your Palico Lugia. It's not a Pookie Pookie, right? You don't have a Pookie Pookie, it's a layer. If you had an actual baby Pookie Pookie as a pet, that would... You'd be surprised how much that would remove from the feeling of the game being this, like, us versus nature. We're keeping nature in balance thing. It would fuck with it real bad. What you mean? Right, yeah, if you just want like a skin for your Palico, that's fine. An actual, like, baby Pookie would be a horrible, horrible decision, I think. It would feel wrong. New monster called Pookie Pookie? Repeat messages work fine, by the way, Nick, so... All tagging does is highlight it on my screen as red. But if I'm in the middle of a conversation, I don't read anything into its chat, really, other than the person I'm talking with, which I probably should, but... So, yeah. The Witcher crossover was weird. Yeah, exactly, because it humanized, like, Pookie Pookie. We know the monsters are intelligent. But the, like, base premise of the game is always... Like, the reason we have to hunt them is because we can't, like, talk to them, basically, right? We're at odds, inherently. And then the Witcher crossover comes along and is like, wait, why have we been hunting them this whole time? There's no need for this. It's very odd. That's why you have mods if anything's going on. You don't need mods to keep up with chat though, right? In The Witcher, you sometimes reach an agreement with the monsters. Yeah, but it doesn't fit Monster Hunter. It fits The Witcher, but it doesn't fit Monster Hunter, right? Which you can explain away as maybe like, it's just Geralt. That's the reason why it works. Because you have to be Geralt in that quest. Stuff like bots and whatever may come up. Oh, the bots have already been mostly dealt with. Because Crone had a very good idea. Which is why we don't see them anymore, right? I scan chat, I just don't properly read it. Which is why we can be in the middle of a conversation sometimes and I'll be like, stop doing that. Someone else. Nature not like sudden invasions, so nature wanted to expel the Leshen. That makes sense, Mace. Until you have Pookie Pookie giving a gift to Geralt at the end of the quest. If that cutscene wasn't there, it would make sense. The fact that that cutscene's there doesn't make sense. He does? Yeah. If you do all of the side stuff in that quest, if you complete all of the side quests, there's Palicos riding Pookie Pookie at the end of the quest, and he, like, nudges one of them towards Geralt, and it comes over and gives him a little package, and it's got a guaranteed attack-up charm in it. A one-slot attack-up charm. And because he doesn't need it, he gives it to the... I can't remember what his wording is, but like the best hunter of the first fleet or something. The fifth fleet, sorry, not the first fleet. Imagine Hunter kills that Pookie the next quest. Yeah, that's why it's weird. Right? Because it fucks with it. They make you care about that Pookie Pookie, and then the next time you're hunting, you could be killing that Pookie. Maybe Garrett's a special case? Yeah, that's the only way you can argue it, but it's still kind of like a bit, Maybe it's just because it's Geralt. Depending on how much you want to believe in, like, the Witcher universe, right? Some people refer to him more monster than man anyway. So... it's a collab? Yeah, it is a collab. Collab elements probably overtake the logic at some point. They've never been done that extensively before, right? The collabs is the thing. So it's set the precedent for... okay, now collabs are maybe a little bit, like, removed from the logic of Monster Hunter. Which is why it still works, but if you put it into the actual game, right? If you took that collab element away and just put it into the base game, like, oh yeah, you can just tame Pookie Pookie now. You can just tame Rathalos and just have one chilling with you. It's suddenly like, why the fuck are we killing these things? Going on quests and lore is a whole can of worms on its own, since most of the time people avoid dealing with monsters. Yeah, it's weird, right? Monsters are just animals, but they're not. They're not just monsters. They're not just animals. Elder dragons are sentient beings. That's why it's fucked. You're waiting a Monster Hunter game about poachers. That does get brought up several times in the lore, right? I doubt it will happen, but it would be interesting. I would certainly be interested in playing it, but I don't see it happening, personally. That's one of those things that's, like, in the background, right? It gets mentioned, but it's mentioned in a way that's not to remove from the happy sort of aspects of the game. Whose quest is it? I don't know. It's mine? Oh, okay. Guild is very much out for poachers, including setting guild knights to apprehend them, yeah. To kill. Which is another one of those things where it's just like weird to think about. Makes perfect sense, but it's weird. Nope, I do not Komaro because I never did it. Okay, then yes, I do. Yukumo Hardwood. That must be from high rank, not from G rank. She's a guild knight? What? That's weird as hell. Yeah, canonically, you do only the quest once. That's true. Hardest completely destructive. Yep. I was watching a video earlier today because it got recommended to me and I was like, fuck it, why not? There's only 12 guild knights at any one point in time or something. So that's crazy shit, right? Yeah, that's the thing, Nick. So the guild like says it doesn't care about killing the monsters, but you only do each quest once. In like canonical terms, you don't repeat quests. And it's also in canonical terms that if you kill a monster a single time, you have the ability to make like a full set of armor, multiple weapons, all of the shit. It's just in terms of gameplay, that would be really boring, right? It'd be really boring. If you killed every monster once and you were able to just build all the stuff you wanted to, that would suck. Becky, the master of defense in 4U. Wait, really? Even after he's crippled? He's still a guild knight? That surprises me. The 4 ace hunters, even though they suck. And Felco, yep. My turn, apparently, Lugia. I have been told. You build so many armor sets, Maple. It blows my mind. You built Cephalos, then you built Tetsu, and now you're building Gypsaros as well? I thought you wanted to, like, not grind. Master of Defense might be retired. I'm pretty sure he's retired. Because he's quite literally crippled, right? That's the whole point. Focus base defense consulting? Yeah, exactly. He can't guild knight anymore. Anything he can do is be like, yeah, these defenses suck. And also be extremely clever at coming up with stuff. Like the super bomb thing that we build. I'd rather we didn't have Plesioth back unless we had underwater combat. If we got underwater combat in the next game, absolutely bring Big Fish back. Me one. Speaking of underwater combat, by the way, Lugia, how's your free U playing been going, or have you not done any recently? Oh, we lost Silverlink. That's a shame. Last session was at Crone at your party? Ah, okay, fair enough. How far in did you get? You reached HR2? Hey! Nice one. HR2. Which in the free U is half of low rank. Because that game is weird. Plesioth's best appearance in for you. Exclusively for the fishing machine. Tears of the Kingdom came. Ah, true. That's all alone. Yeah, well, reached HR2, which means not necessarily done anything, right? If you've only reached HR2, you've done half of low rank. Yeah, free U's so weird with that one. But Village is very expansive, I guess, so... But no, odd, nonetheless. I'm glad you like it though, Lugia. You're kind of playing free U, but you rarely boot it up. Maybe after 4U it's somewhere in free to still fast out village. You can't say you want like the underwater. Yeah, if you don't like the underwater, it's probably not worth playing free U, honestly. Just play portable third at that point. I love that game to death, and I would still think it's worth it, but everyone who doesn't like the underwater combat and sticks with free U just seems to end up hating the underwater combat more and more and more. So, like, just don't play it, right? It seems kind of clunky. Yeah, it's intentional. Maybe not entirely intentional. I think it's pretty intentional. I think some of just the general clunkiness that exists, right? Some of the stuff, maybe, like rolling, being a bit weird and all that stuff. But having slower ability to do stuff, dodging not being as good, in the sense of not having iframes, not being able to do directional is a bit of a weird thing. I think all of that stuff's damn well intentional. To make you actually feel like you're in the monster's realm and you're at a disadvantage. Yeah, I didn't mean no iframes. The iframes are in a different spot of the animation. And it makes people feel like there's no iframes, right? It's part of the clunkiness. Think a Monster Hunter game that you hate is unavoidable damage, and underwater there's more of it. I wouldn't say there's unavoidable damage underwater. Oh god, Lugia, no! I don't think there's any unavoidable damage in Monster Hunter. The only reason there's unavoidable damage is because you made a mistake somewhere. It's one of the things that's so enticing about Monster Hunter to me. Such a weird, the camera orientation. Yeah, that's the only thing I would say that's not intentional, Clunk. But I think all of the rest of it is. Like, they made the choice to delay the roll, right? The dodge, the little sprinty thing underwater. They did that. That's not just like, whoops, we fucked it up. To move where the iframes are in the roll slightly as well, so they're not in the same spot. It's all intentional. When you consider shitboxes, camera, chip damage from monsters turning around. I mean, even shitboxes, you can learn where the hitbox is. Look at Freedom Unite. The camera, you can learn how to deal with it. It's tough, but it is doable. It just takes a little bit more effort. Chip damage, yeah, fair. I can't really say anything about chip damage. Chip damage is annoying. But most chip damage, I would say typically just don't stand there. So I think that kind of works for chip damage. You can just not stand in the chip damage most of the times. Because it's like the feet moving or stuff like that, right? That's never gone away, either. Like, you can say that about games that still exist today, right? A lot of it, yeah, like Comrade just said, a lot of the chip damage I can think of is intentional. When they turn in the water, it's because they're propelling themselves. So if you're just not near the paw, then you won't get hit by that. Monsters on land, they'll step on you and you take damage. Just don't be near their feet. It's not practical, right? Clearly, in terms of gameplay, it's not practical at all to ask people to do these things. But I would also say it's not unavoidable. I have 2 more quests. However, that is GU done for today. We don't have enough time to do another quest, and I need to go and prep some stuff. So, thank you everyone who's joined me for the hunts today. Lugia, Dawn, you are here at the moment. Thank you very much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed. If you want some more Monster Hunter, we're going to give a raid over onto Dustin, who's playing for you at the moment, since we're talking about for you just a moment ago. It's kind of on brand, right? So if you want more Monster Hunter, go over there. Dustin's wonderful. He'll probably tell you to leave. But yeah, that's Dustin. I will be back with more Frontier, more GU tomorrow. You can see that on the first linky link there. Discord is a Discord server. It's just a good old place to hang out in. And there is YouTube VODs if you missed anything and you want to catch up on it. Have fun, whatever you do for the rest of your day. And until I catch you next time, have a good one. See you later.